Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello and welcome. Today's video is going to be Rabbits, the Path, a Rabbit Story, Episode 3, Part 1. After we get done with Part 2, we'll jump into Season 2, and we'll see how that goes. The introduction, I love the introduction for this.
Ready when you are.
You believe your friend was playing rabbits? She started seeing mysterious men in gray.
What did she ask you?
She asked me how many steps to the lighthouse.
I think, I'm not 100% sure right now, but I think Season 2 has a different opening. Same music, I believe, but the different dialogue. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. I still love this music.
What do you know about chaos theory?
The streets were red, then black with blood.
That sounds poetic. Where are you now?
The bottom line isn't money or purpose. It's inspiration.
Are we still gonna have sex?
I'm afraid not.
She believed Hazel killed Emily Masters.
Yeah. I wish, though, they would have come up with a different dialogue for The Path, but, you know, it's only 3 episodes, so I can see that it might be cost prohibitive to do something like that.
Maybe later.
For sure, later.
When we left you last time, I just stepped into my apartment and ran into a man. He was standing in my living room, and he was most definitely uninvited. He was the tallest man I'd ever seen. Even though he'd clearly broken into my place, his smile put me at ease.
Yeah. Definitely not in Texas. There would have been bullets and gunfire at that point if it would have been in Texas.
I'd been around dangerous men. I didn't believe this man was one of them. You said your name's Takahashi?
That is correct.
Just the one name?
Yes.
What are you doing in my apartment?
I've come to help you.
Oh, really?
Yes. May I sit?
As long as you don't stop talking. Who are you?
Talking.
I'm Takahashi.
Yeah. I heard that bit. But who are you?
I'm a private investigator.
What are you investigating?
Private
A group
stuff.
of people you're familiar with.
Brenner and Manera.
Among others, yes.
And why are you in my living room?
Like I said earlier, I'm here to help.
How?
Those people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
I don't know how much you should trust somebody who's broken into your house to tell you that you can't trust other people. You know, it kind of seems kind of wonky to me.
I'm here to make sure that the people you call Brenner and Manera can no longer hurt anybody.
Why should I believe you?
Because I have no reason to lie to you.
Isn't that exactly what somebody who's lying would say?
And the fact that he broke into her house, her apartment.
Maybe, but I'm not.
Well then, we're at a stalemate, I suppose, which means you have 10 seconds to leave before I call the police.
I'm looking for somebody.
Who?
My client has asked me for anonymity.
Well, now that's pretty convenient.
It's complicated.
10 seconds are up.
This would be so much easier if you and I were from the same world.
I'm sorry, what?
I suppose the easiest way to put this is, I came here from another dimension.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to hear from somebody that's broken into your house.
From the Public Radio Alliance and Minnow Beats Whale, you're listening to The Path, a rabbit story. I'm Veronica Dale. Stay with us.
It actually feels good on the neck. Great music.
Roger on Unit 121.
It turns out Takahashi wasn't kidding. Or at least, he didn't believe he was.
He believed everything he was saying.
Another dimension.
I know how it sounds.
I'm not convinced you do, actually. It sounds batshit.
If you could just give me 5 minutes to explain.
You're gonna explain the fact that you come from another dimension and you're looking for somebody, but you have no idea who they are in 5 minutes?
I'm going to try. Have you ever heard of something called the Path?
Manera and Brenner mentioned something about that. A path. And the words, the path, were written next to the phone number that put me in touch with them.
Yeah, I don't know how freely I'd be giving up information to somebody that, just showed up at my house.
They're looking for it.
A path?
The Path. A gateway of sorts that provides passage to another dimension.
Right. You're serious?
Yes.
What is it?
They've tapped into something ancient that exists in the city of Seattle.
Of course, Seattle. Well, Seattle's a good place for stuff, for weird and strange stuff. I need to take a moment just to pause and give credit to the voice actors for this, because there's no visual, you can't see faces or anything. They have to emote in their voice, and that cannot be easy. So, especially when you're reading from a script.
An invisible pathway.
To another dimension.
Yes.
I didn't mention the fact that Brenner and Manera had taken me on a strange trip through downtown Seattle that culminated in my purchasing a Time magazine that appeared to have come from another world. I had no idea who this guy really was. Your time's almost up.
They're messing around with physics they can't possibly understand.
What physics?
It's very complex QDT science.
Quantum theory. Forgot what the D stands for. Quantum dimensional theory? I don't know. It is kind of getting kind of intense, and, it is what it is.
Quantum displacement theory.
How does it work?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a scientist.
Really?
Look, I don't have to understand how the path works. I just have to stop Manera and Brenner from messing around with it long enough for me to complete the task I've been assigned.
How do you plan on doing that?
By delivering a message.
That sounds ominous. You're gonna kill them, aren't you?
What? No. I'm just going to deliver a message.
A message. I like how she automatically jumped to, violence. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Then again, if some, huge person just appeared, kind of broke into my place, claimed to be from another dimension, I guess I would probably jump to violence when he said deliver a message. So yeah, I guess that's not as strange or as weird as it sounds.
Right.
I'm staying at this hotel for the next 2 nights. My phone number's on the back of this card. I'd appreciate it if you would send me a message as soon as Monera or Brenner get in touch with you.
I've been trying to find them. No luck.
That will change very soon.
What makes you think they'll get in touch?
They will.
They always do. Plus, it's probably in the script.
Please let me know when they do. It's imperative. And when I say it's for your safety and benefit, you have to understand that I'm telling the absolute truth.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Like I said, that's just... I'm not real sure. I can handle a lot of stuff, but I don't know if I could handle that line of answers and stuff from somebody, you know. For me, it's kind of wonky.
If you break into my apartment again, I'm calling the police. Right after I tase you.
Understood.
And with that, Takahashi left my apartment. I was so freaked out that I forgot to ask him how he got in. My door didn't appear damaged, and there was no way he could scale 4 stories to reach one of my windows. I made a mental note to look into purchasing a taser as soon as possible, and then I called Lucy and asked her to meet me at the studio.
What's going on?
I just received a visit from a man who calls himself Takahashi.
Congratulations. I didn't see a dating life update coming, but good for you, I guess.
He was inside my apartment when I got home.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's fine. He's gone. He said he was just there to warn me about Brenner and Monera.
It's fine? A strange man in your apartment?
He told me that Brenner and Monera are messing around with something dangerous. I think he's mostly harmless.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, take a look at this.
What?
I was looking into the World's Fair stuff, going over the pamphlet and the Polaroid.
And?
And there's something off about the Polaroid.
What?
Well, I couldn't put my finger on it, and then I, literally put my finger on it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I've had conversations like that with people that I just automatically assume they knew what I knew. So yeah, it happens.
This.
I think we'll get to the commercial.
Lucy pulled the Polaroid apart to reveal a thin piece of film or something. It appeared to be a negative. How did you figure this out?
Well, I actually have a Polaroid camera, so I've handled this type of film before.
And?
And because the Polaroid has been folded, I kept having to open it up. And while I was doing that, I noticed something in between the 2 layers, which is, strange.
What is it?
It's some kind of additional film negative or something similar.
And what's this image?
I don't know. It looks like random numbers and letters.
Why do I think it's probably not random?
There are 28 numbers and 4 letters.
Yeah, stuff like that tends not to be random, or at least in the context of this universe.
What are they? Read them.
You want me to read the numbers?
Yes.
Okay, fine. It's 50, 69, 6C, 6C, 73, 20, 53, 74, 61, 74, 69, 6F, 6E, 65, 72, 73.
Let's get code breaking.
And I think this would be a good place to leave off this episode. Next week we'll finish with the final we'll do the part 2 of this episode, which should finish the path, and the week after we should be jumping into season 2. So until next time, everyone, be safe, be good, peace.
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?